chosen one. Subscribe and let the awakening compass guide you. What if the very pain meant to break you is actually shaping you into the person who will inspire and heal others? In the silence of shadows, the chosen ones carry a suffering that seems unbearable but burns like a purifying fire within them. This suffering isn't random, it's part of a cosmic plan designed to break them only to forge them into something extraordinary. Each tear, every invisible scar, marks the invisible warfare they fight daily. Like gold refined by fire, the chosen ones emerge stronger, illuminated by the light of resilience. Loneliness and isolation become constant companions, yet they serve as the forge where their strength is tempered. They understand that every trial is a step toward the greatness the universe has reserved for them. Even when darkness feels overwhelming, the inner flame of the chosen ones never extinguishes. They are the living embodiment of unbreakable spirit, navigating challenges with unwavering faith in the divine plan. And so, the journey continues, preparing them for the paradoxes yet to unfold. To be chosen is often seen as a gift, a blessing wrapped in the golden threads of destiny. Yet, beneath the surface lies a bitter truth: being chosen is as isolating as it is empowering. The weight of this calling strips away illusions of comfort and security, leaving the chosen ones exposed to betrayal and heartbreak. They are misunderstood, seen as different, and often cast aside by those who cannot comprehend their path. What appears as an enviable fate becomes a journey marked by loneliness and soul-crushing moments that test every fiber of their being. The paradox deepens as admiration for the chosen turns into resentment. Their brilliance, forged through unimaginable trials, becomes a mirror reflecting the insecurities and unfulfilled potential of others. This envy leads to betrayal by those closest to them, cutting deeper than any external wound could. Their greatness, instead of inspiring unity, often sparks division. The chosen ones must learn to navigate a world that celebrates their victories yet secretly hopes for their downfall. In this cruel dance, trust becomes a luxury they cannot afford. Amid the isolation, doubt begins to creep in. Were they truly chosen, or is their suffering simply a cruel twist of fate? The journey forces them to confront the depths of their own soul, to find meaning in the pain that threatens to consume them. Each moment of despair is a crossroads, a test of their resolve. It is here that the essence of their calling begins to crystallize. They are not chosen for ease, but for endurance, not for privilege, but for purpose. Their trials become the proving ground of their destiny. The pain of betrayal and isolation is not without purpose. It strips away the superficial, leaving the chosen ones raw and unguarded, but also more in tune with their inner strength. They are forced to rely on resilience, an unyielding spirit that refuses to break even under the weight of abandonment. What begins as a curse transforms into a sacred challenge, one that sharpens their focus and clarifies their mission. In their loneliness, they discover a connection to something far greater than themselves, a cosmic plan that reaffirms their path. And yet, the scars of betrayal linger, shaping how they see the world and themselves. These wounds make them cautious, guarded, but also uniquely equipped to face what lies ahead. The paradox of being chosen sets the stage for the next chapter, the invisible warfare that takes place not just in the external world but within their own hearts and minds. This war, fought in the shadows, will define their journey in ways they cannot yet fathom. The most devastating battles are not waged with weapons or armies but within the unseen depths of the soul. For the chosen ones, the battlefield is their mind, where manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional cruelty carve wounds no one else can see. This invisible warfare seeks to erode their self-worth, distort their reality, and strip them of the strength that defines them. It is a relentless assault, insidious and unyielding, leaving scars that reshape not just their identity but their very essence. The chosen ones face a war no one acknowledges, yet its impact is undeniable. Manipulation becomes the weapon of choice for those who seek to break them. The chosen ones are subjected to subtle distortions of truth, where even their achievements are twisted into burdens. Their confidence is chipped away by whispered doubts, their victories overshadowed by fabricated failures. This warfare is designed to make them question everything: who they are, what they stand for, and whether their journey has any value. Yet, even in the darkest corners of this conflict, a spark of resilience remains, refusing to be extinguished. This invisible war is not fought alone. The chosen ones wrestle with the weight of expectations, often imposed by those who should be their allies. Friends, family, and society itself become unknowing participants in this battle, amplifying the manipulation and fostering isolation. The chosen ones are left to fend for themselves, navigating a maze of deceit and cruelty that seeks to crush their spirit. But in this crucible of loneliness, they find an unexpected ally, their own unbreakable will to survive. Each wound inflicted in this unseen battle serves as a lesson, a harsh but necessary step toward transformation. The scars, though invisible, become symbols of strength, reminders of battles won against forces that sought to destroy them. The chosen ones emerge from this warfare not as victims but as warriors, carrying the wisdom and resilience forged in the fire of adversity. What was meant to break them becomes the foundation of their strength, a testament to their ability to endure and rise. Yet, as they step out of the shadows of this war, they are confronted by another cruel truth, the envy that often fuels such attacks. The suffering inflicted on them is not always random but is driven by the deep-seated jealousy of those who fear their potential. This realization propels them toward the next stage of their journey, where they must face envy head-on, understanding its power and learning to overcome its corrosive effects. Envy is a silent, venomous force that poisons the lives of the chosen ones. It often begins subtly, a glance here, a whisper there, but quickly escalates into a relentless attack on their essence. The brilliance of the chosen ones acts as a mirror, reflecting the unfulfilled potential of those around them. This mirror becomes unbearable for many, who lash out not only at the chosen ones' accomplishments but at the very core of who they are. Their suffering is often fueled by this deep-seated envy, a force that seeks to diminish their light in order to soothe the insecurities of others. The chosen ones endure betrayal, sabotage, and isolation, all born from the envy that surrounds them. It's not just their achievements that provoke such hostility but their very existence, which challenges the status quo. The unique path they walk exposes the mediocrity of conventional lives, and this revelation breeds resentment. Envy disguises itself as criticism, as concern, and sometimes as outright hostility, but its goal remains the same: to break the chosen one's spirit and force them to conform. Yet, in the face of this hostility, they continue to rise, their resilience baffling those who seek their downfall. This envy is not just a personal attack but a systemic force that weaves itself into every aspect of their journey. Institutions, relationships, and societal structures often amplify this venom, turning it into an almost insurmountable obstacle. The chosen ones are not merely fighting individuals, they are resisting a pattern, a collective fear of their potential. The very qualities that set them apart, strength, vision, and purpose, become targets for those who cannot bear to see them thrive. Yet, even in the face of such overwhelming odds, the chosen ones persist, their determination unyielding. Though envy seeks to dehumanize and belittle, it inadvertently serves as a catalyst for the chosen ones' growth. Each attack forces them to dig deeper into their reserves of strength, to confront their fears and insecurities, and to rise above the noise. What was meant to weaken them becomes the foundation of their transformation. Envy, with all its cruelty, cannot diminish their greatness, it only refines it. The chosen ones learn to see these attacks not as barriers but as opportunities to prove their resilience. However, this realization is not the end of the battle. It reveals a deeper truth: the trials they face are not random acts of malice but intentional tests. The universe itself seems to conspire to prepare them for a destiny beyond comprehension. As they move forward, they must embrace these trials, knowing they are stepping into the crucible where their greatness will be forged. The trials of the chosen ones are never accidental, they are deliberate tests crafted by the universe to prepare them for greatness. Each challenge is a question whispered by the cosmos: are you ready to bear the weight of your destiny? The hardships they endure, loss, rejection, failure, are not punishments but tools of refinement. Through these trials, their strength is tested, their resolve sharpened, and their purpose clarified. It is as if the universe, in its infinite wisdom, chooses only the strongest spirits to undergo this sacred, transformative process. Every obstacle feels insurmountable, every trial a storm designed to uproot their foundation. Yet, within these storms, the chosen ones discover the depth of their resilience. It's a paradox. The very challenges that seem to threaten their destruction become the catalysts for their evolution. Like a diamond formed under immense pressure, they emerge from each trial stronger, more brilliant, and more attuned to their divine purpose. The universe is not their enemy, it is their master craftsman, shaping them into instruments of profound change. The tests of life often come disguised as chaos and misfortune, but they carry a hidden blessing. Each setback, though painful, is a lesson in disguise, teaching patience, humility, and the power of perseverance. The chosen ones learn to see beyond the surface of their suffering, recognizing the divine hand that guides them through the fire. It is in these moments of revelation that they understand their pain is not meaningless. It is the price of greatness, the toll required to access their untapped potential. As they navigate these trials, the chosen ones also realize that the universe tests them not for its own sake but to prepare them for the battles ahead. These hardships are a training ground, equipping them with the tools they will need to fulfill their cosmic role. Each challenge conquered is a piece of armor, each lesson learned a weapon forged in the fires of adversity. They are being prepared for something far greater than themselves, a purpose that will demand every ounce of their strength and wisdom. Yet, even as they rise from these trials, doubt and opposition continue to shadow their steps. Society and those around them often fail to see their growth, instead attempting to diminish their dreams and question their potential. The chosen ones face a world that fears their greatness, and this resistance becomes the next phase of their journey, a battle against the subtle yet insidious forces of gaslighting and doubt. The chosen ones are often surrounded by a world that seeks to diminish their light through subtle manipulation and deceit. Gaslighting becomes the weapon of choice for those who fear their potential, twisting reality to make them question their worth. Dreams that once burned brightly are framed as foolish or unattainable, and their achievements are minimized as luck or coincidence. This assault is not just external, it infiltrates their minds, planting seeds of self-doubt that threaten to strangle their purpose before it fully blossoms. Society, fearful of what the chosen ones might become, tries to mold them into a smaller, more palatable version of themselves. Friends, family, and even mentors, often unintentionally, feed into this narrative. They are told to be realistic, to tone it down, to stay in their lane. The subtle undermining is relentless, eroding their confidence and forcing them to question their vision. Yet, deep within, the chosen ones hold an unshakable truth: their purpose cannot be contained. The very resistance they face becomes evidence of the power they possess. Doubt becomes a constant companion, whispering lies in moments of vulnerability. It tells them they are not enough, that their dreams are too big, that they are unworthy of the path they walk. But for the chosen ones, even doubt becomes a teacher. Each battle against it strengthens their resolve, forcing them to anchor themselves in faith and self-belief. Gaslighting may obscure the path temporarily, but it cannot extinguish the fire within. Their potential, though questioned by others, remains undeniable. The manipulation they endure is not just an attempt to control them, but a reflection of others' fears and limitations. The world resists change, and the chosen ones embody a transformation that disrupts comfort and exposes complacency. Their greatness is a threat to mediocrity, and so the world tries to convince them to abandon their path. But this resistance only sharpens their clarity. Every act of doubt becomes an opportunity to reaffirm their purpose, to push forward with even greater determination. Even as they emerge from this battle with doubt, they realize the cruelty they face goes beyond simple manipulation. It is a deeper attempt to strip them of their humanity, to dehumanize them and reduce them to mere tools or obstacles. The chosen ones, however, are not so easily broken. Their journey now leads them into a confrontation with this insidious dehumanization, a challenge that will test the very core of their resilience. The cruelty inflicted upon the chosen ones goes far beyond mere actions. It is an attack on their very humanity. They are stripped of their dignity, reduced to objects of ridicule or tools for others' gain. This dehumanization is deliberate, a calculated effort to rob them of the essence that makes them unique. By turning them into symbols rather than people, their oppressors attempt to diminish their value and silence their voice. Yet, even in the face of such brutal treatment, the chosen ones hold on to the truth of who they are. Every act of dehumanization feels like an assault on the soul, leaving scars that are not seen but deeply felt. They endure mockery, rejection, and isolation, not because of their weakness but because of the strength they represent. The world fears what it cannot control, and the chosen ones embody a force that defies convention. Their resilience becomes a defiant act, a refusal to be defined by the cruelty of others. Each insult, each attempt to degrade them, only fuels their determination to rise above. The chosen ones learn that their value does not lie in how others perceive them but in their unwavering sense of self. Even as they are stripped of superficial status or comfort, their inner strength grows. Dehumanization seeks to break them, but instead, it chisels away everything false, leaving only the pure, unshakable core of their being. In this process, they transform pain into power, turning the tools of their oppressors into the very foundation of their strength. Yet, the scars of dehumanization remain, a constant reminder of the battles they have fought. These experiences shape how they see themselves and the world, making them cautious but also deeply empathetic. The chosen ones emerge not as victims but as survivors, their spirits unbroken. This resilience, baffling to those who sought to destroy them, exposes the fragility of their oppressors. It becomes clear that the attempts to dehumanize them were not a reflection of their weakness but of the fear their strength inspired. As this truth dawns, the chosen ones prepare to confront their adversaries directly, armed with the unyielding resilience they have cultivated. Resilience is the chosen one's ultimate weapon, a shield forged in the fires of adversity. Against the cruelty of abusers who sought to crush them, this resilience becomes an unshakable fortress. The more their oppressors tried to break them, the stronger their spirit grew, defying logic and expectation. It is a paradox that confounds their enemies. Every act of harm meant to weaken them only sharpened their resolve. This resilience is not merely survival, it is the quiet, profound act of reclaiming their power in the face of relentless abuse. Abusers, blinded by their own insecurities, underestimate the depth of the chosen one's strength. They expect submission, a bending of the will, but instead are met with a quiet defiance that cannot be extinguished. This resilience reveals a startling truth: the weakness lies not in the chosen ones, but in their oppressors, who project their own fears onto those they cannot control. Each failed attempt to break them becomes a mirror reflecting the fragility of the abuser's own spirit, leaving them exposed and powerless. The resilience of the chosen ones is not without cost. They carry scars, both visible and invisible, as reminders of the battles they have endured. Yet, these scars are not symbols of defeat but of victory, proof that they stood firm when the world tried to pull them down. Through this resilience, they transform their pain into wisdom, their suffering into strength. They become living testaments to the unyielding human spirit, showing that even in the face of unimaginable cruelty, the chosen ones cannot be undone. As they rise above the oppression, the chosen ones also become mirrors for the world around them. Their resilience forces others to confront their own fears, weaknesses, and unfulfilled potential. While this often invites hostility, it also sparks inspiration and change. In their strength, others see the possibility of redemption, of rising above their own struggles. This act of mirroring, though fraught with challenges, becomes a powerful tool for the chosen ones, setting the stage for a transformative journey that will inspire others to find their own strength and purpose. To be chosen is to reflect the world back to itself, illuminating both its beauty and its flaws. The chosen ones become mirrors, revealing the strengths and weaknesses of those around them. This role is both a blessing and a burden, for while their light inspires admiration in some, it provokes hostility in others. Those who see their own potential reflected in the chosen ones may be inspired to change, but many are unsettled by the truths these mirrors reveal. The chosen ones inadvertently expose insecurities and unfulfilled dreams, drawing out envy and resentment. This mirroring effect is not limited to individuals, it ripples through society, challenging norms and systems that thrive on complacency. The chosen one's resilience and courage stand in stark contrast to a world often steeped in fear and mediocrity. Their existence forces others to confront uncomfortable truths about their own lives, igniting either a spark of transformation or a defensive backlash. The chosen ones must navigate this duality, bearing the weight of both praise and criticism, knowing that their presence alone is enough to disrupt the status quo. In reflecting the world, the chosen ones also see themselves more clearly. The hostility they face becomes a lens through which they understand their purpose more deeply. They learn to discern between those who are threatened by their light and those who are drawn to it for growth. This clarity strengthens their resolve, allowing them to focus their energy on creating change rather than being consumed by the negativity of others. Their journey becomes a testament to the transformative power of self-awareness and purpose. Yet, the chosen ones are not just mirrors, they are also storytellers, weaving their struggles into narratives that inspire and guide others. Through their stories, they turn personal suffering into a catalyst for collective healing. By sharing their journey, they reveal the resilience of the human spirit and the profound potential for transformation. This storytelling, rooted in truth and vulnerability, becomes their greatest weapon, lighting a path for others to follow and building bridges where once there were walls. Storytelling is the chosen one's greatest act of defiance and healing. Their stories, born from pain and perseverance, become vessels of truth that shatter illusions and challenge the lies perpetuated by a broken world. To speak their truth is to reclaim their voice, once silenced by suffering and manipulation. Through the power of storytelling, they turn their wounds into wisdom, their trials into triumphs. Each word becomes a beacon, guiding others through their own darkness, proving that even the deepest pain can birth unimaginable strength. When the chosen ones share their journey, they do more than inspire, they ignite change. Their stories expose the invisible warfare they've endured, making the unseen visible, the unheard undeniable. They reveal the resilience required to survive dehumanization and betrayal, forcing society to confront its complicity in perpetuating these injustices. Their vulnerability creates a ripple effect, awakening courage in others who feel voiceless. Through storytelling, the chosen ones transform their personal battles into a universal call for healing and justice. The beauty of storytelling lies in its ability to connect souls, to bridge the gap between isolation and community. The chosen one's stories remind others that they are not alone, that their struggles are shared by many, and that survival is not only possible but transformative. In sharing their pain, the chosen ones weave a tapestry of resilience and hope, creating a collective strength that no force can tear apart. Their narratives become a testament to the unbreakable spirit, a declaration that suffering does not define them but refines them. As their stories spread, they become a catalyst for societal transformation. The chosen one's words inspire movements, challenge systems, and awaken the potential in others to rise above their own trials. Their storytelling does not end with their personal victory, it becomes a torch passed to others, lighting the way for a collective reclamation of purpose and self-worth. And as their voices grow louder, their stories become not just a testament to survival but a prophecy of the change yet to come. Your story is not just your own, it's a weapon, a gift, and a bridge to something greater. Every trial you've endured, every betrayal you've overcome, is a testament to the unbreakable spirit within you. But the question remains, what will you do with it? Will you let the pain define you, or will you use it as a catalyst to reclaim your power and inspire others? The choice is yours, and the world is waiting for your answer. Imagine the impact you could make by sharing your truth. How many lives could be transformed by hearing your story? How much healing could ripple out into the world if you embraced your role as a chosen one? It's time to step into your greatness, to stop hiding, and to let the light of your resilience shine. Don't let the actions of others hold you back, let them fuel your determination to rise. This channel is your space, a sanctuary for those who refuse to be silenced or judged. Here, your potential is seen, your worth is celebrated, and your intentions are understood. It's a place for chosen ones to come together, to share, to grow, and to build a community united by resilience and purpose. By subscribing, you're not just watching, you're joining a movement of transformation, empowerment, and unapologetic authenticity. Together, we'll uncover the truth, break the chains of doubt, and unleash the potential that's been waiting inside you all along. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Let's do it, starting now.